Hello, watch lovers. You know what time it is. And now, joining me this evening, I have the lovely Jonilda, Gavin.
Hello, everyone.
Kaylee. Oh, no, it's not Kaylee.
Kaylee, you've
It's
changed.
Dimitri.
The new improved.
Well, everyone, what's going on?
Spencer, I don't know why it just makes me chuckle every time you do the... We're years in, and I'm still chuckling every time you do the open line.
I'm still practicing.
You look very well, my friend.
Do
It's
I?
nice to have Spencer Dryer back tanned,
a little
looking
week
relaxed.
away. Yeah, I could have done with longer, really.
Could you?
Yeah. But I came back today. I mean, Jonilda, I didn't even get to speak to you today.
We
I looked
didn't
round,
speak
it's
at
3
all.
o'clock. There's so much to do in that office. Wow. I can't believe how busy you guys have been.
We have.
I mean, I was on the phone last week, but seriously, phone doesn't stop. Appointments.
A lot of people, a lot
Yeah.
of appointments.
Must have
I
been
would
about
say.
7 appointments.
Yeah.
I don't know how we managed with our one room.
A lot more than
With
the
your-
old
oh,
office.
Oh, how you manage with one room in
With
the
one
old
room
office.
in the old office.
Old
Yeah.
Well, I came in for an unboxing today with Kaylee and Jonilda, and both of them were too
Did you
busy.
get it done? Or you
I didn't get it
didn't
done.
get it
I drove all the way from Mayfair to Radlett,
We
and
couldn't.
You turned him
you
down,
were busy with the
Jonilda.
Sorry,
client
Gav.
for quite a few hours.
Yeah.
We
Kaylee
were.
was manning the phones and dealing with everything
Yeah,
else.
the
and,
email.
Really
Yeah.
hectic.
Wowza. Good evening, everybody. Hope you're well. Welcome to
So, Gav, what do we do
Monday.
here? What do we do? Just update me.
Update you on what goes on.
What happens here?
What are we
Well,
gonna
first
talk
of
about?
all, great to have Dee back with us.
Yes.
Thank you for having me back, guys.
I mean,
Meanwhile, I've heard he's put another show on. What's all that about?
yeah, well, if you give me a second, we got cue cards. We're going to get to that, Spence.
A moment.
Janilda, some things just have
God.
never changed, have they? Wow, jumping the gun. But it's good to see you two sitting next to each other and not fighting, because I heard you had a bit of a scrap the
Yeah, I've heard
That's
that
what
as
I
well.
heard.
What's all
That's
that
what-
nonsense?
I think there's a lot of talking going
I
on, isn't there?
love
I mean,
all that.
I thought me and
Lot
Spencer
of
still in the
stories,
honeymoon
lot of
period.
stories.
Yeah,
Lots
we're
of-
still in the honeymoon period.
Lots
you
of
know.
rubbish. I tell you what did happen, actually, this weekend.
Go on.
Wimbledon final. What do you think? Did you
well,
watch it?
I watched the first 3. I said to you, I was travelling to the airport. Incredible.
Janilda, did you manage? You probably got kids to look after now, and you got a baby to look after. You managed to see any of it?
Only one baby, but I didn't. But I've been following on social media a bit.
James, I've just realised my picture of Alcaraz has gone. What happened to that? Yeah, I had a picture put up of his watch, James. Come on. Some things don't change here, Janilda.
Come on, James.
Come on,
James.
Come on.
We had a lovely picture of Alcaraz. Can you get it up on the screen? Yeah, Alcaraz.
What did they
makes it.
present him with?
The trophy.
Oh.
Sorry,
No,
Yeah.
what watch you said?
you men.
Because did you know that Wimbledon's sponsored by Rolex? Did you?
Wimbledon sponsored by Rolex or Rolex sponsored Wimbledon?
No, Wimbledon's.
There it is. Look at this legend. What's he wearing, Spence? What can you see from there?
That's Daytona. Looks like with a
Oh, it's
sh-
a flex, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
Daytona
flex.
on
yeah.
the face. Meteorite dial.
Me-
Discontinued.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You
I wonder
can't
how long
really
he
tell.
waited for that then.
Well, can you imagine? Look at that. A new
Oh,
era
wow.
begins. Wrist game already legendary. Thank you to the Night Wrist Watchman for that picture.
He's young,
I
isn't
pinched it off
he?
his Instagram. He's young enough
He's
to be
young,
your age.
20.
Yeah.
He's 20
He's 20.
years old. And he's got a forehand. Wow, just incredible. I
Amazing.
absolutely loved watching him. But there was another great story over Wimbledon yesterday. Any guess as to what that was? Probably for British people, just as big.
Yes, I do know.
Yeah.
I do know.
You don't know his name,
I
do
do
you?
know. Yeah, I do, because he's actually got some history. I was watching it.
Go on. We're going to get there your mind is going to get there. So it was junior Wimbledon.
Junior, the 20-year-old, the first since 1962.
Correct.
British.
Correct. 1962. His
So-
name was Harry Searle.
So that was it.
And who won it in 1960? You're going to get it. You're going to kick yourself. D, any ideas? 1962. Someone very famous. Their son won it, and they had the same name.
Henry.
No.
Stanley Matthews. So Sir Stanley Matthews, his son won it
That's right.
in 1962. This is the first British winner of junior Wimbledon since
Infant-
1960.
Yeah, so-
Before I was born, Janilda.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
Look, they guessed it.
So, yeah.
Henry.
Yeah, Stanley Matthews' son.
Henry.
It was
Yeah,
Henry.
Mad Watch saying Henry is Harry. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
it's
it was
Harry.
Harry. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
I
Fantastic.
mean, Paul thought you got to be careful. Maybe he's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Paul.
Hi,
Lovely to
Paul.
see you, Paul. Hey, Paul. Hey, Russell. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Fantastic. Wonderful. Yes, that was really quite momentous. And there was more news this week, Spencer. I mean, talk about, big name people getting involved in watches.
Yes.
What was the big
Yep.
news in the watch world this
There
week?
we go.
What was it?
Jonilda? Oh, she missed it.
Christian, is that what?
Yes. Should we
Do you know
have
something, Gav?
I follow him.
Can I just tell you?
you follow him? Funnily enough.
He did approach me first of all.
Did he?
He did?
Yeah, he did.
Ah.
He heard
Do
about the
you know
new
something?
boutique.
Maybe it was Georgina now.
No, what the problem was, I'd
You
get
crack me
like,
up, Spence.
I'd have hassle from like Kaylee and Jonilda. Oh, because Ronaldo's going to take all the spot. That's why I couldn't let
We're
him
getting
in.
messy. Yeah.
He-
We're getting
he did
messy
come.
at BQ. Don't worry,
Gav,
we're getting messy.
he did approach me. I couldn't let him in.
You couldn't let him
Couldn't
in
let
at all.
him in.
We'll get messy, mate. Don't worry.
Wow. Yeah, so that was big news. Let me just pop this up because I did have a little...
Hi, Paul.
Hi, Paul. Long time no see.
Hey, Paul. So,
I miss
yeah,
Paul.
Chrono24, the world's leading online marketplace for luxury watches, announces that international acclaimed football Cristiano Ronaldo, through CR7 SA, has become an investor in the company. CR7 is known as throughout the world. It's perhaps equally known amongst the watch lover community for being one of the most avid personal collectors of timepieces. Chrono24's investors, well, we know it's Bernard Arnault family and a few other investors. Seriously, around 100 million euros apparently put in.
But
The valuation
what's going
of-
to happen now? Like, he's going to get a percent. That's how it works.
Yeah,
right?
well,
He's going to get
yeah.
a bit of
Absolutely.
everything.
What do you think the valuation is of Chrono24, D?
Well,
As
the
a-
mere fact that Cristiano Ronaldo's invested and his probably watch collection is probably worth.
Yeah.
He'll probably add that to the inventory. You're probably looking at
I got
a
some
couple of
amazing
billion.
stats here. Do you know that you can see them? So I won't. We'll do a quiz on them, shall we? Should we do a quiz on
Let's
them?
do that.
All right.
Billion.
It's a 1 billion valuation. Okay. How old do you think Chrono24
Spencer
is?
might know. What do you think?
It must be at least 15 years old.
12, 14.
2003.
No, it's, yeah.
Really?
Wow.
So 20 years.
2003. How many watches do you think are currently being advertised on Chrono24?
Probably about.
Well, they
48.
must have 1,500 because that's what we've got on there.
How many watches do you think
I
are
think
out there?
about 40,000 globally, aren't they?
40,000 globally,
No, I'd
Spencer?
say you're a long way out. You're so far
more?
out.
You're so
Yeah.
far out.
I reckon
400,000.
No, I reckon 500,000.
Spencer
Spencer
is
Dreyer,
very
you're
close.
literally on the money. I'm going to give you that. 530,000.
530.
It's incredible. Okay. How many dealers? I got all the stats. How many dealers watch it? How many dealers are on
So
there?
dealers
Dealers.
is like us,
Yeah.
basically.
How many BQs are on there? Obviously not.
Obviously, worldwide this is
Worldwide, yeah.
a couple of thousand.
3,000.
Wow, yeah. good
120 countries with 30,000 private sellers. This is an interesting one. The portal reaches more than how many unique visitors per month? So how many unique visitors visit
Wow.
Chrono24 a month?
Ooh, must be millions. It's got to be
spend. Yeah,
millions.
millions. But
About 50 mil.
9
a bit
million.
less. 9.
So
Nine.
9 million people
it'd be
look at the
more.
price of their watches every month.
Yeah, but it's globally. Think about
And
it.
how many people do you think they employ, Spence? They got offices in 6 countries.
This is less than what I would think. This number.
400.
500.
500.
Pretty close. Red Shovel says, anything I inquired about on Chrono24 doesn't seem to exist with the listing dealer. It's so funny because I've heard that so many times that things just, yeah. Do you base a lot of your pricing still around Chrono? Is it the first go-to
you look
place?
for a guide, but what you got to remember is if something's listed at a price on Chrono, it's listed because it's not selling. So it's not the selling price.
Yeah.
You have to be more competitive at times,
So-
especially in the current market.
You know, like with the stock market, okay? So when you trade on the stock market, there's a ticker. It shows the price it trades at, so you can literally track a history. Does that actually exist on Chrono?
No.
Is there a live,
No.
like when
No.
something sells for £9,700, there's a print in the market?
No. But what you
I've got
see
an idea
is,
then, Spence.
Sorry?
I've got an idea.
Go on.
Come on, we take them on. We'll print the ticket price. You know where
But-
things are.
But with it, Gav, you have to look like with the stock market, with a trading platform, the depth of the product, how many are
Available.
available
Well,
of the,
how
of
many
the
are on show?
same piece, of the like-for-like piece, and that's the thing.
Yeah, but as Red just said, you know, you inquire about those things and typically they may not be there. And as he says quite rightly, at least with Spencer, there is a fair chance you have it, which actually typically,
Well,
if it's on your website, you've got it.
Do you know something? Quite often, back in the early days, Jonilda, do you remember this? Where people would actually say, "Can I see a picture of the watch on your wrist or next to today's newspaper?" Because there are so many people who
But
just
we
be
Spencer,
forwarding a
yeah,
picture
we
of a
still
watch.
do that today. I have a lot of customers that they're not, even if we do the pictures, they're not happy with them pictures that we put on Chrono 24. They want to see
They
the
wanna
watch
see it
with
now.
an iPhone, funny enough, like
Yeah.
moving around, because it gives more like you can see the reality more than with a professional picture.
Well, they want
sometimes.
you to take a photograph
Yeah.
of the movement or a certain part
Yeah.
of the watch. So it's
The
you can only
back or
do
the
that. You can only
clasp.
do that if you've actually got the watch.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can't do it.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's the
And
issue.
otherwise, you're talking about a watch that you don't physically see. That's what I
But
would.
so many people have turned out who make out that they are a watch dealer, but they don't really have the watches.
Yeah.
They're selling on behalf of this one and this one and this one.
Yeah.
And that's why people are 5, 7, 14-day delivery, because they haven't physically got
Yeah.
the watch.
Yeah, as 4CD says, lots of generic pictures on Chrono 24.
Yeah.
Now, it's interesting because we're having a little, for you, an overhaul, aren't we, of things like imagery. And it's such a fine balancing point, isn't it, between wanting to showcase the watch in the best possible light, but equally, if the watch comes in and it's in a condition and you're selling it, as good as you want it to look, it still needs to represent the watch as it is. Very sort of
But
fine
like you
tuning,
said,
isn't
with
it?
some of our watches now, some of our higher end pieces,
Yeah.
we're showing them, we're going more detailed into the photography to really
Yeah.
show the piece off.
Yeah, guys, if you do have a chance and you've had a look through, I'd love to get some feedback as well for Spencer, because you'll see, thankfully, we one of our viewers, Josh Benson, who's a fabulous photographer, has been doing a little bit of digital imagery for us. If you look at our Instagram, you'll see some of these pictures coming up now and a little bit of a bit more detail about the watches. And we're really starting to push those, hopefully, daily, along with Kaylee's
Again,
TikToks
this
as
is
well.
something, Gav, that we've wanted to do for a lot. Now with the space and what we've got, we can do all of this.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
thing.
No, absolutely.
Gav, our lovely Kaylee tonight took the night off. Well deserved as well, right?
Well, to be fair, she sort
Josh
of...
Benson's taking notes there, by the way.
There you go. Kaylee very kindly gave up her seat for Dee tonight, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, because Dee's got something to tell us a little bit later. But we've had some new watch releases this week, Jonilda, and I wanted to go through them with you because I don't know about you. I think there's some absolute crackers here, and we seem to have a little watch slot now.
What's
Like
crackers? That's
really good watches, but I want to start off with one.
Not crackers.
Not Christmas crackers. Dee,
Not the one that-
I want you to go through this one first, okay? Because I think this is horrific.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to tell you
Right.
what it is first, actually. Let me just get my thing up. Okay, so the backstory here. In 2012, Hublot took inspiration from the auto service industry. You know, when you put your car in for service and they give you a replacement car. So they give you a customer a plastic quartz-powered watch to temporarily keep on their wrist, right? They've come out with a special edition with Hodinkee, okay? Limited to 150 watches. Can you see what it says on the...
Not for...
For resale.
Not
So
for
that's their
resale.
but
Jesus.
look
it actually
at that
say
watch. That is horrible.
That is
And I'm not a
horrible,
Hublot
isn't it?
basher because I quite like Hublot.
It's so plain. Like the
It
dial
is.
is just...
That was a
Plain?
slightly- That's the back. So it's a Hodinkee Hublot.
Do they state what movement?
Just
One
100
of
of them.
100. Well, let's have a little read.
Like you say, Janelle, it's just
The
so
service
plain.
was exclusively available at
It's-
Hublot Ateliers, and the watch found itself not available for
someone
purchase.
loves that. Okay.
Explicitly marked by the words "not for sale" printed plainly on the dial.
But Gav, do you know why? Because it's unsaleable.
This is $7,900 of wasted money, in my view.
It's just
That is only my view. One of 100.
Back's nicer than the front. I agree.
I don't know.
your phone
Kind of
back.
looks a bit like a Swatch, which should make it quite sexy.
Why it's
Someone's
not
watch
nice?
buzzing away. Someone's phone buzzing
That's,
away.
Must be Spencer.
Yeah.
Spencer, it's your mum calling again. 38 millimeters. Watch is an understatement on the wrist.
38. That's tiny.
And
no?
a flex amongst collectors. Only Hublot could write that. Part play on words, good-spirited, poking fun at the flippers of the watch world. The dial is marked with the line "not for resale" just above the 6
Sorry.
o'clock position.
Aston Martin IQ
Ga-
car.
Yeah, I had one of those, James.
Gavin,
Aston one.
No,
they're
the
saying
Toyota
how
one.
much is the value of this piece? 7,000.
I think
7,900.
7K, yeah.
So what is it got a 2824 ETA in there?
Yeah.
From what I can see.
Yeah.
So
Shall I go back to it?
that.
Probably about £190.
Yeah.
You get that in your local Tizzo, you know.
Really?
Overpriced.
Yeah. And
that's
Troubles.
like a
Red
watered
says
down
one
version.
man's rubbish. Matt H, I like the watch. Love that ironic message, but would never buy it, says Palm. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Let's. Here's one I love. Right, have a look at this.
That's
Seen this?
not. Yeah.
So
Oh, that's
this
lovely.
is the new
Tag
Tag Heuer Carrera Skipper.
Let me tell you, you probably never heard of the Skipper. Do you know
No,
about
I don't know about
these were worth big money.
Yes. So this is
When they
basically...
were Heuers.
This was
Yes, they
big
were
money.
Heuers.
Heuer.
I do
This is
remember them, yeah.
pre-tag.
Yeah, Heuers were more in very high regard.
James,
even
get
high
up
regard
some.
than Rolex
You
back
got
then.
something there, Gav? The old skipper. I mean,
I have,
some
maybe-
of the old Heuers. Have a look. Were quite.
So this is
Incredible.
They were
basically...
above Rolex back then. Heuer.
Yeah.
Have a look at this. So basically, yeah, this has just been released. Actually,
There, my friend, the old watch lady, she prefers the vintage. You look at the vintage skipper.
I'm
I mean,
sure she
this
does.
is nice. This is nice, but the old ones were wow.
yeah. So automatic chronograph, 39
What's
millimeter
that?
investments.
Oh, okay.
That's the
Yeah.
one. That's the one.
Which one?
Point.
Just
What circa is this? Like early 70s, right?
just bring
The
the
original
prices up of some of these. People will be quite shocked. The one with the one
Are they
sub-
going for a lot?
The Heuers would be
and
going
there,
for
the
big
one in
money,
the,
I think.
the skipper.
Go on, and point to it, Spence. You can get out, you see. Go on, I'll talk.
Piece here.
The one with the two West Spencer's pointy. You saw that?
this.
Yeah. Let's have a little look. Oh, it's on Hodinkee.
You'll be shocked at the numbers on these.
There you go.
Wow.
It's a really nice...
It
Anyway,
is nice.
you carry
No,
on.
look at the prices on them.
The timepiece went out of production in 1983 and the legend of the rare
Here,
find
look at
has
the
made
Gav,
waves
look at
ever
the
since.
numbers. $70,000-$80,000.
Yeah.
Really?
There we go. Oh, can fetch well over 80,000 on the secondary market. The new Carrera skipper retains the classic meets golden hallmarks of the Carrera 39 mil.
What's the price?
How much do you think?
8K?
$6,750
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
dollars.
Nice.
So that's good
$4
news.
grand.
Just put it away. 70 years time, being 80K
Really,
watch.
really nice. And
Yeah.
I thought actually compared to the last week we had on that absolutely beautiful Alinghi X Tudor. Do you see that one we showed last week with the chrono? They've done a new sort of Red Bull.
Oh, yeah.
Tudor.
That was the Pelagos Chrono.
Yeah, Pelagos.
Yeah.
Which I think is absolutely.
Yeah.
I think both of these watches are very,
Simon
very
P.
smart.
there's put up the old Heuer Altavias as well.
Yes.
Some of these quite. You'd just be blown away by them.
Yeah, have
Really
you got
well.
any Octavias in
No,
since you
not
did
of late.
since you did the old takeover? And no Octavias in there at all?
I think there was a couple
Not
of pieces.
now, but I have handled like
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
past.
No, from the Watchmaster.
Oh.
Yeah, from the
Oh,
Watchmaster
maybe.
there
stuff.
might be a few
Maybe.
bits.
I think Tag are doing a good thing doing these reissues at the moment, putting
Well,
the brand back on the
yeah.
map because they were a bit
You know the
sterile,
best
weren't
thing
they?
Tag could do? Drop the name Tag.
Yeah, just keep the Heuers. That's
Yeah.
what they're doing with the
Go back to
reissues.
some
I mean,
Heuers.
you're absolutely right.
If
you
they
wanna
got
go-
rid of Tag and went back to some Heuers, another old brand. Do you remember Fortis as well?
Fortis, yeah.
Fortis.
They were good.
Yeah.
They were
I
good,
was
yeah.
having a chat with Josh Benson. He sent me through some bump as he does, and I did not realise, and I nearly fell off my chair. Abercrombie and Fitch manufactured watches. I would never known them as kids' clothes.
I didn't know.
But
Mhm.
Abercrombie and Fitch in the 60s were
they
were
really?
watch
Yeah.
manufacturer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't want to tell you something you didn't already know. Here's another interesting one. This is especially for my friend Russell
Sorry, when did this come out, by the way?
this week.
This week.
Yeah.
And it's available. It's
It will come through pretty quickly. I mean, they all seem to be coming through. Who's the guy from the hospital program? ER? Not is it ER? Who's the love interest? The dark Patrick Dempsey.
Oh, yeah.
He's done all the marketing for this because he's got a boat. It's all about the boating and the regattas and all that sort
Great.
of stuff. But anyway, I've got a watch for Russell. This is a special edition Casio G-Shock and one for Paul. Look at that. NASA DW 6900. Is that a bit of you, Spencer?
no,
Wear that on the beach,
No.
bit of paddle.
no.
It's a limited edition. Casio doesn't say how many. And if you're interested, you go to the Casio website to enter the contest
Button? What's that?
for a chance to win. It's a G-Shock. So, yeah, there's
Yep.
that. Yes, it does the
there's-
light. Yeah, so it's fully
I
branded
prefer
as,
the negative display.
as
normally.
NASA. It's $130, Spence. You could stock a few of those, couldn't you? Winners were notified today.
Yeah, Russell likes that.
Hey, look, Russell. Ooh, nice. The 6900. Russell, whilst I've got you on then, I want to ask you about this because whilst I was getting up the pictures for this, I went... never seen Spencer more disgusted, said Tim Jacks. I came across this. Spencer,
Go on.
Ooh,
have a look at that watch.
This is a top of the range G-Shock.
Spencer, how much is that watch? This celebrates 2 anniversaries, okay? It's the Mr. G BF 1000E. It's celebrating the G-Shock 40th and the Frogman's 30th anniversary. Okay? It's got a bit of titanium on it, but it's a Casio.
I've got to tell you, that's
wow.
Paul written all over it. That is Paul
Well,
thought
you
all
can't
over
say
it.
that it's a bit like it's a
No,
nice watch.
let me tell you, that's
it's a nice watch. It's a
But the
Casio
price
G-Shock,
is a bit-
Spencer.
Joe, something. I'm the worst person in the world at these level of
The
watches
price
because
is
I just
shocking,
don't.
I would say.
Bear in mind the last one. Hold on a second. Let's go back to the last one. The last one was
There you go.
£130.
Yeah, no, this is proper
Someone
money. 895.
almost
I haven't looked at the screen.
895. Spence, would you pay £5,700 for that watch?
Jesus, a lot of money.
Well, what I'd
5,000.
say is you've got to be a wealthy person because it's not worth anywhere near that.
Well,
That's the thing.
Russell, you're my go-to guru on everything.
Come on, Russell,
G-Shock.
tell us.
Russell, explain to me in the comments why that potentially is worth £5,700. What on earth has it got in it?
Jeez.
Apart from a bit of titanium.
GPS.
And well,
What does it do?
Maybe
Atomic or something, GPS
Shall
or
I read
some
what it
sort.
says? I actually cut it down. Celebrate 2 anniversaries in a premium style with a limited edition Mr. G Frogman that marks the G-Shock's 40th and the Frogman's 30th anniversary. The timepiece comes with a Durasoft fluoro rubber band in the limited edition yellow for the original Frogman model and a striking bracelet type band in titanium. This 30th anniversary model is based on the Mr. G BF1000, a premium full metal G-Shock Mr. G timepiece for the sea, titanium clad, airtight with ISO 200 meter water resistance. Outstanding Frogman
Look,
water resistance.
What I would say about this G-Shock, this is what Grand Seiko is to Seiko. All the MRG range is their signature piece. This is the best what Casio produce, basically, in that piece.
Is that
there.
like a PVD? Is it,
I don't know. That might even be like, like you get on the Zin watches, which are like scratch resistant,
Yeah.
sort of thing. It's like the ultimate G-Shock, basically.
Simon P says, tried to buy one for my son in the RN shop and then did a run. Oh, I think it's gone off the screen.
What's the case diameter of that? 46, 48.
I actually deleted the rest of it because there was so
Yeah,
there was so much of it going on.
Paul
but,
thought think they'll sell well over this.
yeah.
What do I know
Believe it or not,
about
they
watches?
will probably sell it over list. Yeah, they do watches up to 10 grand. Casio
They
G-Shocks.
do solid gold pieces as well.
Yeah,
The MRG range.
pretty amazing, isn't it?
I'd say nowhere near that. Just cannot see it.
I mean,
It's nothing
Spencer, if somebody
It's a
comes
different
in,
world. That there's got the
Yes.
cult following. If
Yeah.
you look, there's a G-Shock world which is bigger than Rolex. Believe it or not, in Asia, they love them out there.
in
It's
Asia.
huge.
Russell says, can't even read the time. Well, the Mr. G's are the best hand-assembled G-Shocks money can buy. But 5K, I wouldn't. But I've got a Frogman. Spencer, if somebody seriously came in to trade that in and said, I want to buy a Rolex, here's my G-Shock, would you literally look at him and go, I'll give you 150 quid?
I'd have to phone a friend.
Spencer was sending to
I
Argus.
wouldn't know what to do.
You send him to Argus, mate.
I just can't see it. I mean, talking of that, today, Jonilda, we saw a Breitling emergency
Yeah.
coming. Do you know the emergency?
Mm-hmm.
Are you with it, Gav?
Yeah, so
SOS, yeah.
wherever
Okay.
you are, SOS.
So
yeah?
these
I don't know
emergencies,
those.
over the years, I probably sold 30, 40 of these pieces. Okay? They used to sell for like 2 to 3 grand. And the customers come in with one to sell, and beautiful in titanium. They list now at 12 grand list.
Yeah.
But the
Wow, I
disaster
picked one
with
up
this
for
watch,
11.
They
now,
were selling
you start
for-
having a little fiddle with this watch,
Yeah,
and you
you
pull
set
the
it off.
aerial out. Do you know what happens?
One use only?
No,
The ambulance comes?
the
Air ambulance?
Yeah,
Emer-
the
whatever,
emergency
yeah.
services
Yeah.
come,
Yes,
and do you
yes.
know how much it used to be? It might have gone up. It's 5 grand for a false alarm. So if you do it and the emergency services come, £5,000. That's what it
Wow.
used to be. It could be more.
But they were selling on Chrono for 9. I couldn't believe it. Like, I did a lot of research,
Yeah.
right? And when I saw like selling for 9, I was a bit.
I picked
But you
one
know
up.
that
For
it's
what?
light. It's a massive watch. It's
I picked
titanium.
one up in 2015 for £1,200.
Yeah.
And now look at them; they've gone
Yeah,
up.
but this is a different model.
This was
It's a
the
different
newer.
one, yeah?
This was the newer
Right,
model.
okay.
The newer
Yeah.
model. The older
Yeah.
ones,
Right,
they were
okay.
still going for the regular
Yeah.
3K. Yeah.
Do you know, since you've been back from
Yeah.
from your sabbatical, having a baby,
yeah.
and you're back in the
Holiday.
office. Obviously, you've been away from the watch market for a little
I have
while.
a
You,
bit.
you've missed all the turmoil,
I have.
but your love of looking at the watch is still there. Are you looking at new pieces, thinking, "Oh, that's quite sexy"?
I am. I was surprised how easy, for example, I've got offered so many GMT, all yellow gold GMT Master on a Jubilee bracelet, which for me is different because we didn't have that.
They weren't around, were they?
You know. and I was a bit surprised. And also, even the prices, they weren't that crazy money. But at the same time, Rolexes went a bit down, right? Not a bit down, but they are a bit,
more leveled off.
Yes.
Far more sensible.
But still, I can see a lot of demand, and that's what's interesting,
Can I just say, Jonilda, you coming back is quite weird because it's a year. You've been out for about a year.
Yes.
And she's literally come back, sat down. She's on the phone, chatting away.
Same,
but her memory must be incredible because it's like she never left. And she just gets on, doesn't even ask me a question. Yeah, do that,
everything,
come in.
like I just
really,
remembered everything immediately.
Really?
I thought it was going to be harder, but it's not. And even with the pricing, it takes a bit, but already, because we speak with customers all day, I already know like what's going on now, what we're offering now, what we're buying in now and stuff. But I didn't get to see some new pieces that I would like to.
I think it's really an amazing time back in the watch market now. On a sort of a bullish note, because there's so much negativity out in the world. If you seriously love your watches, and if you seriously have struggled to get watches from your AD at whatever level, it feels like from the Facebook group that we administer, the Rolex group on Facebook, I see so many opportunities now for people who just haven't had the chance to buy their Submariners to pretty much get them in and around, and with you guys, kept coming back towards list, which is great for people. They've now
sort of come back and thought, okay, we're close to list,
really.
It's only the people who have bought things that wanted huge money and they'd gone up and they hadn't sold them, and now they've come back and they're thinking, I'll wait for it to go up again. Well, no, it's sort of that's where it is now.
Yeah.
And that's the thing where they love the money more than they love the watch.
Yeah, and I think you can look back at periods in history, D, and think to yourself, well, that was probably a moment. It was like loads of things coming together. COVID, people having money. I am not sure, and I'd like to get your feeling on this, that we'll ever see those times again where things just went absolutely ballistic. Can you see that all coming back? Like people are saying, when's the rally happening? Do you see it?
Maybe not in our lifetime. It might take a good couple of generations to get back to where we were, but I'm enjoying the watch world at the moment because I think it's becoming back to what it was like the Enthusiast world, where there's some great deals to be had, especially on the secondary market.
Not looking for silly money, not looking for making money, just
enjoy the hobby, And
by the way, some great comments there.
Yeah.
Mark Bowman, again, thank you very much for that, and also Mark Trev 19 there, Jonilda.
I read that.
Yeah, I mean, I was the person paying 35 and more and couldn't see it coming the other way.
Come and sell watches to me. Amazing prices.
Yeah, it's all circular, boom and bust, just like property. But I think actually you're right, Dee. For the enthusiast, this is back to exactly where it was. Probably where it's back to what you've done pretty much your whole career with the watches. It's servicing people who love the watches, who can't necessarily get them. And by the way, if you are still able to buy a Patek or something that's very sought after, those investment pieces still exist at that level.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
But just for the everyday normal people like us, it's getting a little bit more accessible. And this is where I feel, and we've said it for a little while now, is all these people that were like, this is the end of the grey market. This is where the grey market absolutely comes into its own.
Yeah.
This is literally purple patch time for you guys because you can service everybody, buyers and sellers. You've gone. Oh, you're reading the comments, Spencer.
No, sorry, I'm just.
You love
having
having the screen, don't you?
Yeah.
I did see. Where was
again?
I?
Rara mentioned there Rolex cut back. I mean, that's something I've said a year ago when things were going mad. Rolex, if they cut back more, prices go up. Supply and demand thing.
Well, it reminds me very much of OPEC and oil.
Yes.
When they want the price to rise, they simply squeeze the supply. And Rolex can absolutely do that. They can slow down the output going out and control it. I mean, it's but that's nothing you can control. Yeah. What's the chance of another BQ auction? We do like to see Spencer's stressed face. It's actually one of our questions from Instagram. We might as well get to it now. We are going to do it.
There is. Look, we've got a lot going on still. The new office. Dee's got some news. Absolutely, we'll do an auction again. I won't be stressed about it because we do it correctly and I'll have my people in to protect.
Yeah. Also, it's a very different world as well because as well as you owning lots of stock, you've got lots of consignment stock now as well.
But customers have come to me and said will put their watches will I put their watches on auction? And that's what I mean. I'll put customers' watches up where they're happy to go without reserve.
Yeah. I might even start bidding on those as well, Spence, if you do an auction.
Well, we've always
We're allowed
said
to do that.
Not a problem.
D, for you're very much entrenched in the watch world. I mean, you've been a massive help to Spencer in terms of the news that you're about to deliver. But how do you see the watch world in terms of this sort of psychology around it and the sort of the atmosphere around watches at the moment?
Well, in terms of the guys that are the so-called investors, there's a little bit of uncertainty whether they should pull the trigger. However, on the other side of the coin, the watch enthusiasts, the people that are just fanatical about timepieces, it's quite exciting. I see them pulling the trigger on anything that takes their fancy at the moment. They're getting calls from the AD, they're sourcing unique pieces from the grey market. There's a bit of a buzz on the other side of the coin, if that makes sense. The guys that are the foundation members of the watch community, there's a sense of excitement. But I take it from the investment point of view, that it's sort of like they're a bit distant. There's not big moves. The flippers have slowly
gone,
disappeared, haven't they? You know, that's what I've noticed. But look, there is sometimes a few alarm bells when you see, like, you know, Omega putting discounts on and stuff like that. You know, that's a little bit worrying if you've gone to the AD and you see your watch being discounted by 15-20%. Not a lot of people are going to like that, but that's where the secondary market, I think, I guess you've seen a bit of an uplift on Omega, people coming to you buying them now because they know you're better off going to somewhere like BQ or another grey dealer. Tudor as well.
Yeah.
You know, they're not really holding their own at the moment, are they, anymore? So
Kid Mamba makes a really good point and good question. Do you think the hype months of craziness have helped the overall watch interest from the everyday person, you know, not the collectors? I think... go on.
Well, I think so.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I think they've come and gone.
Yeah.
Do you remember the days where in the Financial Times saying what a fantastic asset class watches, you know, when the Times start writing about things, you kind of know it's the top of the world.
Yeah, but look, I think Rolex is so unique in comparison to any brand. No one's ever going to be able to replicate it, apart from maybe Patek. AP have fallen off a little bit as well, haven't they? Let's be honest. AP are going through a bit of a dip at the moment, but Rolex, let's be honest, they're holding their own, and I don't think anything's going to change anytime soon. You're not losing money on Rolex still.
Yeah,
there's nothing.
Paul says, "I love it more like the old days." What's going on now? And I think you're absolutely right. Yeah, it is exciting times. But as I said, I think this is really where the grey market comes into its own. And, you know, if you're... Even I'm thinking twice. As in, sorry, Spence, I might become a customer. Like, proper. Because...
It'd be nice to have you.
You can get some good deals.
Because you can get some good deals.
Gav's on our preferred customer list.
Am I on
VIP. You're going to have a members
club. I know
club
you're not on the band list. You're lucky you're not on that.
Thank you. I don't ever want to be on that one. No, not at all. D, you got some news, matey, haven't you?
I've got some big news. I've got some very big news. Spence, are you ready? Are you ready? On the 2nd and the 3rd of September, off the back of the success of the first show, Elliot Brown are doing an exclusive launch at BQ Watches.
Why has no one told me?
Well, no one tells you.
I'll
James, maybe
wait
you could
for
find those
out.
buttons, James. There's some Elliot Brown watches to put up as well.
Now, there is an embargo on the timepiece they're going to launch, so I can't mention it, but it is one of the most popular watches within the lineup, I can say that. And most importantly, there is going to be a raffle where you can win the timepiece. But on top of that, we've got 15 brands that are also going to be exhibited on the day.
Tell me.
No one's telling you a thing, Spencer.
But I've also got planned that Spencer will be showcasing the UK's largest pre-owned luxury timepieces on the day as well.
Make sure I'm back from holiday, 2nd and 3rd of September.
100% you need to be. Yeah, so there's Elliot Brown. Now, actually, I know they're the title sponsor, aren't they, for the show?
They're the principal sponsor of the event. Elliot Brown are a very strong brand. They're in Watches of Switzerland at the moment.
Yeah.
Goldsmiths, Mappin Webb.
They're not just there, D.
They're
Next
everywhere.
Monday night, if you tune into that Watch Guy London, you're going to see them here because we've got them coming on as our special guest next week. Nothing to do... Funnily enough, it's nothing to do with this show. It's from the last show.
Are the cars coming along as well?
If you
the Defenders.
Defender will come along, yeah.
Yeah, they got a Land Rover collab, haven't they?
We've also got a few other... So this show is going to be a show where we're having exclusive releases at the BQ Watch headquarters.
So they're going to get to see them for the
first time.
I have to ask a very, very important question, Spencer, because apparently the last one was the toilet doors didn't lock. Have you got locks on the toilet doors
I'll
now?
tell you what, I'll make sure I do a test on all the
Can
toilet
you?
locks.
I can confirm that we do have.
You have. And can I just say,
Let me tell you, last time, Gav, you're lucky it was only the toilet door locks.
we
Could have been
can
bigger
laugh about it now. But I would say this: I may tomorrow do an Instagram or a TikTok post from the toilets at BQ. They are the nicest look. I'll
They're
go to any
amazing.
hotel in the
I want
world.
to post on Instagram. Like, they're
I'll
so.
find them out as
That's
exhibition
going to be the
space.
new showroom, the toilet.
We find them out as
Shall we do an
exhibition space,
unboxing from the toilet
Yes,
tomorrow?
but Spencer, you think that, but all the customers
New
are
media
like,
room.
wow,
Yeah.
they love them.
Right, that's it. You, me, and Kaylee
Kaylee.
tomorrow will do an unboxing from the toilet
From the toilet.
because it's
We could start
unbelievable.
renting out spaces in the toilets to exhibit.
Yeah,
And they've got
100%.
locks on the doors. Locks on the doors
Oh,
now.
yeah.
So are they
Yeah.
unisex though? What's going on? Because it's
I don't think we can go down that route.
Right.
It's because there's
Let's
too,
move
there's
on.
one thing we've got to talk about. So
Gender
too many
neutral.
things
Gender
going
neutrals.
on. Yeah, absolutely. Mike Lewis says luxury Swiss retailer Richemont fell 8.6 on Monday morning after its sales figures showed a slowdown in US demand, though a significant rebound in Asia. Yeah, I mean, the watch brands are having a very, very
Look,
tough time.
you know, the business that I'm in, you know, I run a recruitment agency and I've started now really contributing to the events globally. I've got a Tudor brand manager that's joining me. He's leaving Tudor because he wasn't earning commission, because it's become an e-commerce platform. People just turn up to the boutique to pick up the watches. All he tends to do is educate them about the piece that they've bought.
Yeah.
So this is where it's heading. The e-commerce side is damaging.
You say that, but I've been to Covent Garden. I spend a lot of time at Covent Garden for some reason, probably because a Swatch shop right next door, which is
You're
amazing.
obsessed.
Well, I am slightly obsessed, but I'll bring up a watch in a minute from there. And I have to say, I have popped in there. They've got a new boutique in there, a new Tudor boutique, and they are so lovely in there and so helpful with bringing the watches out and trying them on. Their boutique experience, I feel now, is on another level. I mean,
It is. Yeah.
and I have to say, IWC at Battersea as well. Spence, you haven't been up there, have you?
No,
Matt?
no, I must go,
We
no.
should go
Yeah.
for a little day out at IWC and all the boutiques up because it's incredible.
What's there at Battersea Power Station?
Battersea Power Station, they've got an IWC boutique. It is incredible. I went up there for the About Effing Time sort of live they did, and it's incredible, beautiful boutique, but amazing experience. Much like BQ, because I feel like, you know, with your salon experience
Yep.
now, I've been able to try on the watches in the meeting rooms. The staff are so knowledgeable on their watches. So whilst I hear what you're saying about its e-commerce,
Well, what I'm saying is, it's not like it's a bad experience. I'm talking about from the point of view of someone working there. It's like if you've got ambition to earn big commission and you want to hit your target, and the most popular pieces that are in demand are being pre-ordered online, and they're coming just to collect them like you'd collect in
Right.
Argos, for example. The sales are going out to Tudor direct, if that makes sense. Yeah, rather than the actual store. They're literally like a pick-up point for them. But I'll tell you one boutique that I like is Breitling. You go in there and they give you whiskey all day long.
yeah,
All right,
This could be
we'll
like
give you
BQ,
whiskey.
you know,
We'll give
the-
you whiskey.
yeah.
We're just
Yeah.
waiting for the whiskey.
Just waiting for the bar to be built.
For the barrels to turn up.
Yeah.
That's all.
So
to say.
Spencer, we're going to have the bar up and ready for the next one.
I don't want to put the stress on me like last time.
Because we've got out of order, so I'll just put them in the other
Please
room for
don't
now.
stress
You know,
him.
I won't stress him.
Yeah, Mike Lewis says Rolex have amazing experiences, also consistently disappointing at ADs. I have to say, I do enjoy part of this whole watch journey, the experience of being inside the boutiques.
I love
And
the
also,
Omega little perfume spray they spray on your bag when
Yeah.
you walk out. That's quite nice.
It's all done really nicely. Champagne at Patek, champagne at Rolex. You just go from one boutique to the other like a pub crawl.
BQ, you get KO beer from
I
Cyprus.
agree,
KO
I
beer.
agree with
And a-
Nick.
and a-
Nick
Oh, big
Nicola.
shout
Go on.
out to Ian
Go on.
and Greggy Boy.
Yeah.
To Ian and Greg. But I also agree with Nicola. Like if I am the customer, I don't want to just order it and just get the watch and that's it. I want the whole experience. That's
Yeah.
what I like.
You want to
from-
go to the showroom?
Yeah.
And I think actually that they want to give you that experience as well. It's all part of what they do. Speaking of experiences, I've got to share something with you. I would say privileged last week. I had a few days away and I went to Scotland. I went to Gleneagles. I've actually bought you a present, Spencer, back from Glen. I'm all for the presents, aren't I? Well, I'm going to be honest.
What is that?
I
What's
nicked
that,
it.
cards?
I nicked it. It's
What
not,
is it?
not a pack of cards. I was in Scotland. I got you some shortbread because you're short. There's a shortbread.
Thank you.
I have to say, if you ever get the opportunity, and it doesn't matter if you like golf or not, like Gleneagles, what a hotel.
Quality. And the Rolex, do you know there was a robbery at that shop?
I went in there.
There was a robbery at that shop.
Yeah, into the boutique there. Yeah. In this beauty, they have a shopping street within the hotel, like a
where you
mall.
go through to the bars.
Yeah. Oh, did we go there for Steve's birthday?
No, I went there for another friend's birthday.
For another friend's birthday?
Yeah.
What, a friend that I don't know?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
I've got some more
Have
news.
you got two
but
friends?
I don't want to say how old he was because
No, that's fair. The most unbelievable experience. If I was ever opening a hotel, not that I'm going to be ever, I would take all the potential staff to Gleneagles for 2 days and say, everybody, watch how it's done. It's absolutely
meanwhile,
incredible.
Gavin, another announcement. Sorry,
Yeah.
I just need to interrupt. Paul's taking me to Newcastle.
He's taking
Actually, you're coming as well.
Yeah. Are we going in the?
Yeah, he's taking me.
Are we going in the Chug van?
No, he's got a private jet. He says.
Shut up! Right, you'll be flapping your wings.
You wish.
Private jet.
Yes, we got that coming up.
Yes.
If anyone's in that part of the world.
Yeah. There could be a bit of a
And
drink
Ian,
off
thank
Spence.
you. I believe you booked a hotel somewhere for me. I appreciate
There
that.
could be a Travelodge. It could be a drink off Spence. Who can do the least amount of pints,
Well,
me
Paul.
or you?
No,
Paul's not in it, is he? Let's be honest.
Well,
Well,
I've
you
got my
don't-
money on
you don't
Ian.
come
My
third.
compadre Ian will win that.
Win it hands down. They're seasoned professionals
They
when
do
it comes
16
to...
pints.
Yeah. You know something about
21 pints of KO.
Are you,
You know-
coming up, by the way?
Well, I've got a fractured rib, so I'll see how I
You'll
get
be
on.
perfect.
I'll be perfect for that, yeah.
Des booked the room. Paul says, blimey, Spencer. There was another comment I wanted to see. Heavenly Mark says, just had a great day and night away with Amiga to celebrate the
see
75th
that,
anniversary
yeah.
of the
Congrats,
Seamaster. They absolutely smash it on customer experience. I think he went to Heckfield Place.
It looked amazing, didn't it? I
okay.
see the
It looked
photographs were
absolutely
amazing. yeah.
incredible. Spencer is a cheap date. Isn't the new show at BQ on the same dates as the Munich Watch Festival? We didn't look into that. I have to be really honest with you.
Let's be honest. People, it's not even in question.
Yeah,
They'll be
and not
coming
being
to
funny,
us.
Nick, where would you rather be, Radlett or Munich? I know where I'd rather be. Date for the new BQ event again, D?
Second and the 3rd of September.
Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be excellent. Looking
And you can
forward
get
to
your
it.
tickets via Eventbrite as well. And we are going to have the Elliot Brown giveaway later on in the afternoon. And on the Sunday, we're going to have some prizes off the back of this man here.
Yeah.
You know, I was doing an event. Now I'm giving away
Now you're
prizes.
giving
We're going to go and raid the safe.
It's just like the heyday of the
And
watch
hang on,
market.
I've got to do an auction as well. What else is
And
there?
that.
Oh,
Just
by the
a
way,
great
we've got an
deal.
event in December as well, the Winter Watch Show.
The
Just
winter
thought I'd
watch.
give you a
You're
heads
not
up.
hanging around, are you?
No, so
What I was going to say something right then. What I love is actually, it doesn't matter what's going on. We're going to have a great time on. Anyway, what we have done is we've learned from all the things that went on the first show, like the locks on the doors,
Yep.
which are essential, but equally the ticketing. There was a problem with the ticketing first time round. It was all a bit
it was
too
difficult.
quick,
I found myself constantly
This
talking
is
to people.
sorted now.
So it's sorted.
We're on Eventbrite.
Eventbrite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice and easy.
I'm actually going to pop a link in the show notes just below for the Eventbrite ticketing. So if anybody
And how
wants to
much
get
is
them,
it you have to come to show?
I believe it's
It's free.
free.
Free entry.
Of course.
There's
Well, it's
never
free.
there's never any buying when it comes to you, Spencer. We may not give away
Okay.
watches worth thousands of pounds anymore. Times have changed a
Look,
little
at the
bit.
end of the day, guys, let me put it to you like this. 50% of the brands that were there first time round are attending again. The ones that aren't will be at the Winter Watch Show. But 100% of all the brands that were there in June will be there in June 2024.
Yeah.
So we're looking good.
Rolly Mania there is asking what other brands are at the show. Well,
Yeah.
there's Rolex and Rolex. And Rolex are there.
Rolex
as
are
well
there.
as Rolex.
Yeah. Well, Patek are there.
Yeah.
Hublot.
Well, we'll be displaying as
Yeah.
well as Elliot.
Yeah.
Look, we'll list up. There'll be a site up.
D,
Well, look,
who we
I
got?
can tell you a few. You know, we've got another 7 or 8 that are going to confirm, but at the moment we have close to 15 brands that have confirmed. So we've got Elliot Brown as the principal sponsors. We've got Duckworth Prestix that are going to launch a new watch at the show
Yes.
as well.
Very excited.
We've got Out of Order that are coming down.
Fantastic.
They've got, you
Love
know,
them.
I'm
love
doing
their
a
stuff.
pre-order with out of order.
fantastic.
Yeah,
You
we're gonna
know,
do a pre-order.
well,
You're doing a pre-order with
Yeah.
out of order.
yeah,
yeah.
there's
Look at you.
pre-order going on.
We've also got the likes of Squally, Venecianico, Siga Design, AK are coming as well. We've got a few newcomers to the show, Chrome Caliber, which are robotic watch winders.
Yeah.
Very cool. We've got Auto 8. We've got an array of other brands from the Dartmouth Watch Group that are coming down as well.
Fantastic.
I'll get them all officially confirmed. We're just literally, by the end of July, we should have 15 plus brands. But at the moment, I think we're about 14 brands.
Callum Conroy makes a great comment. Worst feeling in the world on the dog walk, getting the notification you're live and missing most of the show. The good news is you can go back and watch it from the start.
Yeah, Rob Glowey's asking, is Rolex going to be there? Yes, we're the AD for Rolex.
Yeah, you're sort of you're the official, unofficial grey Rolex. Yeah,
Well, you've got more stock than anyone else, Spencer.
Yeah.
To be fair.
We can't show it all because you're not allowed. It's too many pieces.
You're not allowed to.
No, exactly.
Amazing. I was going to ask you, I've seen a few posts this week of the celebration dial on people's wrists. Anybody pop one of those into you yet?
No.
No?
No.
Gringa had one on today.
Really?
Yeah, from her AD's got one in. I'll be popping up to Watford tomorrow to see if they've got one in, just to have a little look, see what it looks like on my wrist.
Gavin?
Tomorrow, you want to go tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll come with you. Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, I'd love to see
We should
that
move in
piece.
together.
Yeah.
The other thing for people who want to get in early, Red Line.
Well, Ian Nicholson says, please let the Red Line know I'm coming
Well, get
down
on
so
the
they
phone
can
now.
stock up.
Get onto them
The
now.
Red
Get on
Line
the
did
blower.
very well at the
Ian,
last
you better
show.
put a few barrels behind the bar there so they don't
in
run
fact,
out.
Jonilda, if me and you were smart,
I've got a thank you card
we should
from the
have
Red
bought
Line.
all the rooms at the Red Line and we could have sold them on.
And we could.
We're just too nice, aren't
Grey
we?
market.
Yeah, grey market in hotel rooms. One other thing I noticed.
Airbnb.
Yeah, I saw because obviously, as I'm always watching all the social media for all the decent channels, I saw that Roman was at the what's it called? It's got the Hamptons Art and Watch Fair, and there was like a typhoon or the whole place got
Crazy.
They had millions and millions and tens of millions of pounds of watches and art and Monets, and the whole place was leaking water.
Jesus
Christ.
Christ.
If you have, go look at Luxury Bazaar's Instagram and see what happened to them over the weekend. It's pretty amazing. Spence, there's been rumours of a new Swatch.
What now? What straw? Tomato. I know. They called me. They said, should we put tomatoes or cucumbers on the hands?
Yeah, they're going to go one better. Spencer, even you're going to love this. Spencer, you're going to say
Go
to
on,
me,
it's cauliflowers.
Gav,
Give
get
him
me
a
one.
chance.
Go on.
Go on. Gav, get me one. Ready?
Come on then.
Look at the screen.
Come on.
Wow.
Come on, Gav, get me one.
What?
The MoonSwatch.
Look at you all.
The Snoopy.
It's Snoopy,
Look at you all. A Snoopy MoonSwatch. Even Paul's saying,
When?
get me one. No, it's a mock-up, Spence. But that's what's doing the rounds at the moment of what the fans want to see. They want to see a Snoopy MoonSwatch. What do you
Take
think?
my money now, Swatch.
Take my money now. Spencer, you fancy one? 228 quid.
You know, 200 quid I'll buy it.
I mean,
At
for-
228, it's just a bit over the top.
Has anybody come to chop in any MoonSwatches yet?
No.
No?
No.
I might have a collection to go at some point.
What's happening with them, Gavin? You're the
pretty
man in the
sexy,
know
isn't
with
it?
these. Are they readily available now? What's the situation?
Dee, thank you very much for asking, Dee. Would you like a MoonSwatch update?
Yes.
I want to tell you, first of all, the Strawberry
He
Moon...
was just waiting.
The Strawberry Moon is...
Here, let me just go to
is
sleep 10 minutes.
absolutely horrific. I will never take it out of the box. I will never wear it. It's embarrassing, okay? But if you go along to a Swatch store, every day there is stock now, pretty much. If you're lucky and you go early, you will get Moon and Mercury's. Neptune is starting
Is
to
it
come
2
through.
for 1? Do you have to take 2?
There is no 2 for 1. There's no 2 for 1.
I'll give you some advice, Gavin, in a bit.
Stock is very good, and actually I have to say the Swatch community that I find myself in is very good in the mornings for people going, who knows what's at Covent Garden. Someone would be there at 10 o'clock for the
Is
opening.
there a WhatsApp group?
Yeah, there's a WhatsApp group. It's actually a Facebook group, and they say today they've got Moon, Mercury. So yeah, Dee, if you want to come and do an early morning before we go to Watford.
If you're pretty keen on these moon swatches, you know we're going to have a heat wave in the UK. It's going to be like 40 degrees plus.
They're going to melt.
Keep your swatches in the fridge, mate.
You're absolutely right. Mine are all glass display cabinet Gav had made for my swatches.
Have you seen his glass cabinet, Spencer?
No.
It's only
You don't even watch the shows, do you? So you know what I've had done to my swatches?
I turned
do you?
up to the show and he had this
Go on.
glass cabinet with swatches
Come on.
in there.
Oh, well, I will show you because it was on the show. You don't even watch your own programme. It's embarrassing. I went to a Perspex manufacturer in Watford because they were local, and I said to them, I've got a bundle of moon swatches, and that's the boxes. So it's in Perspex. See that?
It's just like they done in the ADs.
Yeah, well, it's basically floating.
But it's
I need those for the exhibition.
Looks really nice,
We'll hire
doesn't
them
it?
out.
And look what I did to the watches. They're all
What are you
floating.
doing?
They're floating.
that's good.
Isn't that cool?
That's
really
nice.
cool.
Yeah.
If there's a,
have a look.
I could have, have a little look. Sorry, no, none of you can see it because we've Spencer having it. It's cool, isn't it?
Good.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? So they're all floating.
You know, you need to have
I'll
a little
plug the phone
section
in.
at BQ Watches just for Gavin and his MoonSwatches. The boutique experience.
Let me tell you, I love it. I love it. I was actually talking to one of the brand directors at Swatch. You do at Swatch, and he was saying to me,
He's dropping the big names now, isn't he?
He was saying to me,
Do they ask
Name
you for
dropping
guidance and advice?
well, funnily enough, he did. He said, "Can you get on the screen, James? Hold on, let's have a look. Put the phone up. That come up? There we go. So you can kind of see.
Gav's the interior
Yeah.
designer for Swatch.
You kind of can't see there, but anyway.
We need to get the BQ
Oh,
edition.
look, there's me playing golf. Let's just take that off, back to blank before I put up. Have I? There you go. Oh, that's all right. There you go. There you go. That's the
No, that
boxes.
looks good.
It does
Yeah.
look nice, doesn't it?
Looks like modern
Yeah.
art.
So anyway, I was talking to a brand director at Swatch, and he said to me, "You've been a Swatch collector for many years. You know, what are the things you love?" And I said, "Well, you know, back in the day, you used to have Swatch Club, and you could be a member of the club, you could have special editions. But if you want to do to me, to the next generation, what you did to me, hook me in, you're missing a big trick. And you know, it's great doing a MoonSwatch. Why have you got no Marvel collaboration? Where is a Spider-Man swatch? Because that will hook in kids forever and for years. And by the way, it'll hook in adults.
Well, Citizen
and
have done that, haven't they?
Well, hold on. Everybody's done it.
Yeah, everyone's done it.
I mean,
yeah.
if AP have done it on a Spider-Man, and AP have done it on a Black Panther, why on earth can Swatch not secure? They can secure James Bond. They can secure, you know, probably not
Even
Disney.
Invicta have done it as well, actually.
Why have they not
Jesus
done
Christ.
a Marvel Swatch series? It would be killer forever, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
Do you know what he said, Jimmy?
Go on,
That's a
fill me
good,
in.
that's a good idea.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
I'm
He's leading
thinking,
the way.
that's a worry. Yeah. Wow.
Did you sign papers before you told him?
No NDA. In Vacanza, do you think Britt Pierce will be at the next show? She looks like she's in good health again. It would be great to see her at Watch events.
To have her.
Brittany, of course you're invited. I saw she was at the Red Bar event.
Calm
with
down,
Russell.
Brittany. We can have you as a key speaker. We're having a lot of talks with the YouTubers on the Sunday.
We are
A few of us
indeed.
going to be there. So
Yeah.
we're going to have a lot of the CEOs of the brands are going to sit down in the launch room and we're going to
do-
have a bit of a
do-
show.
yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
going to be very cool.
Yeah, so some of the changes that we are making from last time is the top floor we're going to be having as
The
a
launch pad.
The launch
That's going to be the
pad.
BQ.
He
BQ floor.
the BQ launch pad, Spencer.
Yeah.
It's just been named. It's
Yeah,
been
so we're going
christened.
to have...
BQ HQ.
Yeah,
Launch pad.
yeah.
The launch pad. This is launch pod. Yeah.
I just copyrighted that.
AP House has an original Black Panther comic. Oh, graded to 9.8 on the shelf. That's pretty special. Wow, that's amazing. Swatch X Omega X Prime, all them colours. That could work. Gav's ordering what he wants from Swatch. You're absolutely right. Yeah, so we're going to have talks. We're going to have some very interesting people coming along.
We are. I mean, look.
So something a bit more than just looking around
it's
the
a
watches.
bit different this time round because you think about it, if we were talking about having brands launch exclusive pieces at BQ Watches,
amazing, yeah.
no one would actually believe it.
Yeah,
You know how far
That's
it's
great.
come really
Great.
over a short period of time.
Yeah.
I mean, Elliot Brown did very well at the show. They did very well.
Yeah.
They were very happy with the turnout. You know, there was over 400 people.
What I would say in reality is, I mean, I said to you, you're doing another show in September. We've just finished one, but the brands are asking to come back.
Elliot
which-
Brown wanted
Yeah,
it. They're
well,
putting an
they've
events
wanted.
page on their website.
Yeah.
And they're going to invite all of their customer base to come down.
Yeah.
And
But as we discussed that, it was a boiling hot day.
it was so
wasn't
hot. It was
It
unbelievable.
was really hot.
You have
was.
got air
But you
conditioning.
were wearing a hoodie,
No,
though,
but I'm just
Spencer. How
saying.
could
But
I-
yeah, I wasn't well, remember. Yeah. I wasn't
Well, apparently
quite-
he made you not well.
Oh, yeah, that's what I
Apparently
heard.
it's all
Yeah.
his fault. He made you ill.
But
So I read on somewhere.
No, the
somewhere
next
somewhere.
look, work in progress. But these
Yeah.
next shows really, we're
Yeah.
going to step it up.
It's grown
Should-
organically.
Yeah,
You couldn't make it up,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
Do you know
How-
you were not at the last show, were you?
I wasn't.
Are you
no.
you excited to come and see all these lovely brands?
I can't wait to see it, and I can't wait how it's gonna work out in the new office.
We've got
Because for
people
me, it's
fighting
new,
for the
right? So
spaces.
in the
Can
new
you believe it,
office,
Spencer?
how everything is gonna look like. I'm excited.
We've got
I
people
think we have to
fighting
do a
for tables.
raffle.
Can you
Actually,
believe it?
Gav, we have to do a raffle for people to exhibit there because we can't let
A
everyone in.
raffle.
Yeah.
What's this?
I'm hiring
1977.
out the
We're doing a
marble
raffle.
toilets.
Yeah.
Oh,
Spence.
you could have said we're going to do a
My
tombola.
lottery.
The luxury
Lottery
quarters in the
tickets, yeah.
marble toilets. Spence.
Do you have someone who sells watch cases? If not, Renator, a British company, and make excellent protective cases for watches. Might be worth touching base with.
We've got Cased
Yep.
in Time. Cased in Time
Yeah,
are
right.
coming
There we
again. we've got a few other guys as well. So
Yeah.
Mike says, fantastic job with his location, Spencer. Very impressive. It's true. It's really nice.
Ian Nicholson, the curry house was nice. All Ian has mentioned so far
you
is
gotta love
beer
Ian.
and curry.
You got to love Ian.
Seriously?
He's a quality guy,
Yeah.
isn't he? He really is. I love
Has
Ian.
anybody seen Greggy Boy these days? I don't see Greggy in the
No,
comments. I don't know
no,
what's
I
happened
haven't
to him.
seen
He must
Greggy
be
Boy.
like...
Yeah, well, I think
could be on holiday, to be
Ian
fair.
Nicholson's probably blocked him out.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's probably banned him.
Greggy boy's in.
Is Greggy in?
Is he in? Come on, Greggy.
Come on, Greggy. Guys, there's 250 of you currently watching us, which is great. I hope you all give us a lovely upvote and a subscription. We'd love to see you come and join us on the subscription trail.
I'm always here.
Yeah, Greggy, there you go. I'm always here.
Hey, big shout out to Greggy Boy.
Watches of Desire.
Yeah, Watches of Desire. Love
Ian
that,
Nicholson.
love that. Should we
King of
now,
moderating.
in honour of Kaylee, because she's not here tonight,
Yes.
because she very graciously gave up her seat for
did.
Dee. We've still got her celebrity watch. Should we have a little look at that, James? Is there even a button for that this week?
Yeah, what do you mean? We checked them all.
Yeah, I still can't see it.
Should I do it?
Yeah, go and do the first one. It's coming. Here we go. Here's the first one. All right. The baby blue TZP ceramic Richard Mille RM011 Felipe Massa last edition. Do you know who that is?
I don't. Him, the guy.
I just figured Kaylee would know who that was, and
Of
I
course,
have no idea
Kaylee,
who he is.
no idea.
James, who is that?
I don't know.
It
Oh,
must say on the
please.
notes I sent you.
Justin
Please
Bieber's
tell me
little
he's not
brother.
on Love Island.
He's not. I don't know. Is he on Love Island? I don't know. But he was obviously at the tennis or some sort of event sponsored by.
That's
okay.
Take Shift 69.
Apparently, he is British rapper.
Yes.
Oh.
All right.
Central C.
He's the British rapper Central C.
must be getting
He's
old.
got a watch. We must all. Even Jonilda, even you must be old if you don't know who that is.
I really don't know. Oh
Okay,
my god,
Central
I
C.
am old.
Yeah.
I am-
So, what do you think the cost? Let's all have a little guess. Cost of that, Jonilda?
I don't know.
Oh, apparently we don't know the cost. Okay.
Oh, we don't know.
This is a really shit game. We know their value. All right, what do you think the value is?
700,000.
700 grand for Spencer.
I was thinking.
I'm going 850.
You're going 850.
500, I
I'll
was
go.
thinking.
I'll go 350. Here we go.
Was it one of one or was it like
Okay, I'm gonna go 400,000, maybe $515,000.
probably
Reveal
about
it, James?
420?
I'll go 400.
Mm-hmm.
Reveal. Yeah, 400 grand. Okay.
Cheap. That's
Next
cheap.
one, James. What we got? Okay.
Oh, Messi.
Who's this?
I know him, Messi.
Lionel Messi. He turned up last night at the Inter Miami, for his big launch. That's
I like
a,
that.
That's a
He's
signing
going to
and
be
a half, isn't
investing
it?
in BQ watches soon.
He is,
He's
isn't
gonna
he?
Yeah,
compete
oh,
with
You want to
some-
approach him,
Yeah,
Spence?
amazing.
I'll broker it.
yeah.
I'll
You wanna have a
broker it
little-
this
yeah,
year.
have a little mumble with him.
I like that watch.
18 karat rose gold Patek Philippe Aquanaut factory set with 40 rainbow style sapphires around the outer bezel, 40 diamonds around the inner bezel, with another 12 rainbow style sapphires on the hour markers with a red rubber strap. That costs 171.
They all
Half,
guess.
half a million
Thousand.
Good
quid.
value, isn't it, compared
Half
to the
a
RM?
million.
They all guess. I'm going to say 171. No, that's the cost. Well, we can see
Yeah, it's
that.
up there. I'm
Because
saying
we
half
put
a
it
million.
there, yeah.
Let's go
It's
see
half
it.
a million.
Go on. What? $500,000, Jonilda, for you? What do you think?
What do you mean the cost is there?
Yeah,
No,
but
what's
that's
selling
that's what
for?
it costs from Patek.
Oh,
What's the current market
right.
value?
Right. I'm gonna say 700.
D?
I'm going for 350.
I'm going to go for 375. What is it, James? 307.
Wow.
2 for 2. 2 for 2.
I
That's
think
a
it's got the inside
7968
track.
300. It's quite nice, but it is a lady's watch.
Is it?
Yeah.
It looks bigger. Like when he's wearing it, it doesn't look small.
Yeah,
oh,
because he's so tiny, apparently.
Oh yeah. He's
Um,
not.
let's
He'll
go
fit
to-
in well with me and
Let's go to
Spence.
that.
Won't he?
Aye, this is a nice
Oh, that's
watch, everyone.
gorgeous. Yeah.
So this is the Rose Gold Patek Philippe Aquanaut Luce
Who is the
annual
guy?
calendar, reference 5261R. James, who is this guy?
Oh, I don't
I know who he is. Hold on, I've got it in my
Can't even
notes
see
here.
who it
I can't
is.
even see who he is.
I'm going to...
I can't see his face.
Johor.
Yeah, this is the Prince...
Tunuku Islami Ibni Sultan Ibrahim.
Yes,
Oh,
this is
wow.
the Prince of Johor, General Tunku Ismail Ibn Sultan Ibrahim, who was spotting wearing the newly released Rose Gold Patek Philippe Aquanaut Luce annual calendar. HRH, Crown Prince of Johor. I've never even heard of Johor. Where is
No,
that in
I
the
haven't.
world? But I
Nice
have-
watch though.
Spencer, that's a nice looking watch, isn't it?
Very nice. Go on.
Jonilda, that's a nice looking watch, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Lovely. Right. That retails at £49,675. I just happen to know the number. What do you think that goes for? Or current market value? Jimmy.
215k.
I was gonna say the same.
I think you're close. I'd say 250.
250.
Please God.
What?
Go on.
We're wrong?
200,000.
Oh, okay.
That's not bad, is it?
Mm.
Very nice.
CMV, current market value.
CMV, current market value. Absolutely love that. And that is an absolutely insane piece. Just before we go anywhere else, we're just going to have time for questions from Instagram. Right, first question up, and I'm going to throw this one over to Spencer. Will the OP41 green be discontinued like the other fancy colours? Any guesses?
It will be. But it's only a matter of time.
Ah.
He's getting ready for...
D for you?
Okay.
D for you? What do you
Yes.
think?
Yeah. I think we'll get
I
discontinued.
think it's going to stay around for a little while.
You think so?
Well, it's a popular colour, isn't it? And they can't just
Yeah, me
discontinue
too.
everything. I would love to see them do, what's that we talked about before? Laduré. I'd like to see like Laduré pastiche.
Pastel colour.
Yeah.
That's very in at the moment.
Yeah,
So.
that's what I'd like to see next. Let's have a look at the next question. Question number 2 from Arsene Curation. When is your next watch auction, Spencer?
When I get time to find 30 watches.
30 watches out of your
It's not going to be before the show, I wouldn't have thought. I'll try and do one in September.
September.
Yeah.
I
Love it.
think if we aim for the end of September, maybe the last live show in the month that
Sure.
we do, like the
Yeah.
special one we're going to do, aren't
Okay.
we? We're going to do a
We'll
special
try and
live
do
show.
that.
Yeah. Okay, Gotham. Is Pepsi bezel issue true? D.
Well, I haven't heard about any issues with the Pepsi bezel.
Well, where were you at the last watch show? You were too busy.
I was too bit. I'll be honest with you. I told you I wasn't. I
All
wasn't
the chat at that
Well, is that
last
what they
watch
were
show
talking
was
about, yeah?
that Rolex were going to make an announcement in the afternoon. Everybody was saying,
Yeah, sorry.
is it the
Yeah.
problem with the dye, the ink,
And they didn't. They
Yeah.
brought
process?
the...
They
Yeah,
brought
yeah.
out the Daytona
Yeah.
Le Mans.
Yeah,
So what do we think? Is that a problem? Are you seeing less Pepsis coming through?
we are actually. Yeah.
Because the ADs are saying they're not seeing any at all.
Not.
So
Yeah.
is there an issue with the...
There is no
colours?
issue with Rolex, even if there was.
They're just playing games?
Well, there was. Remember, the earlier ones were more pink and the slight changing of the colours. Who knows?
Who knows?
But I have seen less of them of late.
I've been out of action.
But I
just
wouldn't want to
organising
spread
the
any
event.
rumours.
Well, I
Yes.
think it's already out there, to
I
be
wouldn't
fair.
want to do that.
Yeah, okay. So keep an eye out for Pepsis, Jonilda.
Yes.
Question number 4. We'll give this one to Jonilda. We'll go around the room, actually. What has been the best watch release of 2023 so far for you? Jonilda, what's been the best for you?
I'm not too sure, you know.
Not sure?
I know
wanna
what
hear
Gav is.
your
I know what
first.
Gav is. Gav's
Swatch.
celebration dial. Or that stupid day date.
No. I've got 3 absolute favourites. I've got 5. It's terrible, isn't it?
Go on.
No. First one is the watch we just saw, the Aquanaut Luce. I think
Yeah.
it's absolutely incredible,
Okay.
incredible watch, and I love it.
I'm not that keen on it, to be fair.
You're not that keen?
No.
Okay. The celebration dial, I'm going to hold judgment until it's actually on my wrist. But I do love the green Sky Dweller as well.
Yeah,
and I haven't seen that on my wrist either.
I do love that new
But
Sky
I think it's
Dweller.
absolutely stunning.
I want to see that Yacht 42 in titanium. I
And
wanna
that's
see
starting
that.
to come through now. I've
I
seen a
want
few.
to see it.
You want to see it?
I want to feel, touch.
You're going to have one of those,
But-
aren't you?
I feel that's something that I'd like to wear.
I know you got your Hulk on today.
Yeah.
You're going to be having, when you get that Yacht Master in, the first one that
Yeah,
comes
that'll
in,
be it.
it's going to be it for the
Yeah.
next year, isn't it?
Yeah.
For you, D?
That GMT I tried at yours, Spencer, the new all solid gold piece.
Gold one.
Yeah, that's
Stunning,
that's
isn't it?
amazing
Yeah.
looking at.
On the Jubilee?
Yeah, on the Jubilee, it reminds me of the vintage.
Sorry, just interrupt. Reece Jones. There we go. That was our customer last week, Gav. We had one. It was Reece Jones.
That was your one
That was
customer?
our one customer last week. For those. See, we've got a real live customer up
I
there.
bought Starbucks off BQ last Friday, arrived at 11 a.m. Saturday. Thank you.
We
Our
do
only
things
sale
like
of the
that.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do
Callum
things
says,
like
I've tried on the green Sky Dweller and rose gold Sky Dweller. Unreal. Oh, yeah, I'm excited about that. Super excited.
I
Sorry.
haven't been excited about Rolex really, but honestly with that new GMT and that Sky Dweller,
You love that.
I just thought, wow,
Yeah.
that's the last releases Rolex did it was exciting for me.
It was really exciting.
But those GMTs,
really
we've
exciting.
got both now. The steel and
Beautiful.
gold, and the gold's stunning.
Have you?
Yeah.
I have to say, one thing I'm very excited to do that we did this year, but you didn't get there. And I think as a team, we will absolutely get Watches and Wonders.
Yeah.
Was mental. We had such
I need to put it early in the diary. But
well,
yes,
I think
yeah.
actually, as soon as we hear the date, just get the
Yeah.
flights in and let's
Yeah.
get that hotel booked up because it was amazing.
We can go through.
Callum says
the
controversial, but the Yachtmaster Entertaining was meh. Interesting. Guess it's not for everybody. Next question up is for you, the Mad Watch Collector Russell says D, Tissot, Hamilton, or Seiko. Then why?
I'm going to go for Tissot.
The PRX.
Really?
No, because let me tell you the reason. I love Seiko and I love Hamilton, but Tissot I think they've got much more stronger heritage than those two brands. So if you go back into the archives, you'll find that their pieces, they were sharing their movements and cases with Omega. You know?
I mean, they go back a
Yeah.
long ways out.
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
brand,
They're a
don't
real brand. They're not what they used to be, that's for sure.
they? Okay.
Dates
Spencer,
are out, someone says.
Sorry?
The dates are out for watches.
And
Is
the
that
one-
possible?
Oh, dates are out. Okay, we'll have a little look. Thanks for that, Mark. Next question. Tudor or Omega? What are you buying? Says Walks and Watches. Tudor or Omega?
That's a tough one
It
for
is
me.
a tough one, isn't it?
That's like choosing between one child and another.
Yeah, I
You just
agree.
love them the same,
You
don't
love
you?
them
So,
both, yeah.
so
Well, the
it's
funny
like,
thing, I don't
can't
own an
choose.
Omega.
Yeah.
And I thought that the 75th anniversary Seamasters
Oh, they're amazing.
were beautiful. I
Yeah.
don't know which one necessarily. Maybe the Ocean Deep, is it? Yeah, Deep Ocean. I love that, but I have to
Ultra
say,
Deep.
I think Tudor are smashing it at the moment. That Pelagos last week, the
Yeah.
the Elingi collaboration with the Chronos, I think is stunning. I didn't like the strap though, but I think it's stunning. For you, Spencer, do you have a preference as a brand? I know you don't wear them, but
I like them both. As I say, I couldn't really.
I would say
they're
this.
neck and neck.
You know what I'll say? I'd actually go for Omega over Tudor because I think that I still think Tudor isn't as well finished as Omega on the cases yet. I know they've done, that Meta certification. They're still not at that level. I think Omega is slightly above still Tudor. In terms of fit, I'll go for them purely on the finishing point of view. But in terms of brands, I love them both the same.
They're both they're both
yeah.
very good watches.
Janilda,
for the
what about
money.
for you? What do you
I
like?
I agree with you. I'm gonna say that with Omega is already consolidated. Like we know they're great watches, amazing watches. Tudor is getting there. I can say that is like growing and growing and growing. So
Yeah.
it's like the
Omega's more established. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with that.
And I feel like with Tudor, they're just doing everything you want to see Rolex do. They almost like the playground
Yeah.
to sort of try things and yeah.
But both
Tudor
great.
is going down the Metis route now with certain movements. Yeah, absolutely right. Spencer, I'm going to have to look at flights tomorrow night for those dates.
Yeah.
Just getting booked.
Yeah.
EasyJet,
fine,
30
yeah.
quid. Save you a fortune. Right. Question number 7 up from Pete the Greek. Apart from watches, what are your other interests or hobbies? Janine, let's start with you.
I know Spencer's,
You know Spencer's?
but bikes.
Bikes. Spencer definitely likes bikes. But what about for you?
For me, right, I am. Oh my god. Well, I am into fashion a lot. I do
Yeah.
like that whole part of and I feel like watches are becoming also part of that.
Yeah.
Like you can like bags, you can like shoes, and watches are part of your outfit nowadays. Like they go with your outfit.
You sound very expensive, Janilda.
Well,
I'm just thinking from
Yeah.
your other half's perspective, you must be very expensive.
they go like with the outfit as well. And then I like traveling, I like reading, I like
More expensive, Gav. No,
Very
just-
expensive,
yeah.
Janilda. Janilda, ask me the question.
no
ask me the question.
talent when it comes to like I can't sing. Can you sing?
Can I
you?
sing?
Yeah.
We sing. We
We
sing when
do, but I'm
we
not
sing.
good. You know
Well,
what I'm
tomorrow.
saying? Have we got a hobby where we are good? You know what I'm saying?
Well, we're not good at it, but what I say is tomorrow in the toilet at BQ.
We will sing as well.
me, you and Kaylee will do an unboxing and we'll do a song. Put your
Absolutely.
requests in the comments now, and we'll do
Or what
we'll do a
toilet?
song.
Or what song?
No, what toilet? Well, you can have track 1, 2, 3, or 4.
1, 2, or 3.
1, 2, or 3. Yeah, you can pick your song
What
in the
about
comments.
you, Gav? I know
Go on.
Swatch watches.
Correct, that's one.
All that Marvel, that whatever,
Marvel, yeah.
That stuff.
BMX
BMX bikes.
Old school BMXs,
okay, bikes.
trainers,
Yeah.
or sneakers.
Trainers.
Films. Basically, anything 80s. Toys. Do you know what, Spencer? I've gone down a dark hole. First of all, you're Lego. For some reason, I seem to buy Lego sets. I still haven't made one yet.
I haven't. I've slowed. I've got so much to make.
You used to do a lot, but now...
No, I do, but I just haven't.
What I have started buying, this is terrible, Spencer.
Go on.
So, quick story. My brother doesn't live here. He lives in Los Angeles, and his whole family came over this week. So we've all got together at my parents' house, and he reminded me that up in the loft at my parents' house, they've lived there for 58 years. My brother has a complete Star Wars collection from when we were children.
Wow.
From 1978, the Kenner, not in their packets, not like all showroom condition, but he has a Millennium Falcon. Anyway, I knew he was coming over, and for some reason I started looking on Facebook at Star Wars groups. I've started buying action figures. I've started buying the original Kenner. When I die, my children are just not going to know what's all the rubbish I've accumulated over the years. Anyway, so that's me. I'm a collector of rubbish. Spencer, what about you? Hobbies and passions.
Motorbikes, paddle tennis,
Tennis, yeah.
Lego, watches.
Well, I'm going to say you're a master barbecuer as well.
Okay, bit of barbecue.
Anybody wants to see
you
something
don't
of
collect
barbecue,
that.
Spencer
I would
does a
say
real
also
job.
hosting, like you like having people around
Yeah.
your house. And
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great host.
Yeah.
Jimmy, for you?
Apart from the watches and cars, probably what people don't really know is that I'm a massive tropical marine fish enthusiast.
Hold on a second, you got a fish tank?
Yeah, not one, quite a few.
Hey, so where you went tropical marine, you got a fish tank?
Yeah, I have a fish tank. Yeah, not goldfish, but angelfish and stuff like that. So I breed them as well. And
you breed fish?
Yeah. So
sell them like people sell
puppies?
puppies?
Like I have some very rare species of discus.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah. It's not something that I actually started my YouTube channel with that. It wasn't a success. Swiftly move on to watches.
Stop. Say that again. You started your YouTube channel
my YouTube
about
career
fish.
my
About
YouTube
fish.
career was my angelfish producing about 300 little angelfish, and me moving them from one tank to another.
Not surprised your channel didn't grow at that point. I'm just saying, Jimmy.
I love barbecuing. Those of you that follow me know that I'm the.
Yes.
I might be the king of barbecue.
It's in your blood, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Absolutely, king of barbecue. Turn over the grill.
I'm on the waiting list for special grades of restaurant grade A charcoal.
Are you?
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah.
So you've got fish tanks. I just can't get over that,
I've got
Jimmy.
about 12 barbecues as well.
12 barbecues.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm Greek. Yeah.
Aren't they all the same?
I don't want to label you or anything.
Yeah, I know.
The barbecue thing was obvious.
Yeah, it's obvious. Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
There's his fish.
Well, there's his fish behind us. There we go.
There they go. Look.
Oh, there we go. Is that your fish? Is that from his YouTube channel?
That's from my YouTube channel.
What's that one called?
That's like 10 years ago.
Do you give him names?
yes. Bella, I think.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Wow.
Jesus
Bella,
Christ, yeah. There they are. That's the first one.
Do they have names? Do you actually have
Yeah,
names?
I do have
It's
names.
up there.
Oh, Bella and D.
Yeah.
Wow. You named the fish after yourself?
What it is, me and
That's
the,
a
me,
bit-
me and the
God,
wife.
You got some ego.
It was me and the
Wow.
wife. I was getting bullied by Bella in there.
Wow. Callum says, thank you all for continuing to make Monday enjoyable and now to watch the first 40 minutes I missed. Nick and Nicola, you can't be Greek and not be able to barbecue. That's absolutely spot on.
Spot
isn't it?
on.
But I have to say, you know how Spencer likes nice things and doing things properly?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just saying, my king of barbecue here has a rabata grill where you wind the thing and the levels go up and down over the charcoal.
But Gav, the best one's the pizza oven.
Oh, you got a pizza oven as well.
I've got a clay oven as well.
You got a clay oven?
I do Gleneagles.
Galactico.
I do
Right.
that.
His barbecues are
500 hours.
I think I'm quite a good barbecue.
5 hours of
5 hours.
slow cooked lamb
Wow.
in there. My neighbours hate me.
Just incredible.
It doesn't matter what the weather is. I'm out there sticking up their clothes. So
Yeah. Well, we certainly went off topic there, didn't we?
Yeah.
But that was a great
was
question to
nice,
ask.
yeah.
Absolutely. I think we're coming to sort of kind of the end of the night, and well, you don't have to run for Love Island. Hopefully, Kate is now watching Love Island. When you get in the morning, can you please go and pick a watch to unbox in the bog? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and I will see you in the morning. We can go and do that and
See you there.
pick a song for us. Should we do? You
I think you should do a song.
Yeah, we definitely do. You like
I like-
Justin Bieber, don't you?
What?
Didn't we do Justin Bieber? Who do you like?
Yeah, he's okay.
All right, well, we'll find a song to sing. You pick.
I will.
Jimmy, thank you so much for coming down.
It's always a pleasure.
We always have a fantastic time when you're here.
We do, yeah.
Love having you on the show.
It's good to see Spencer back, isn't it? Recharge the batteries, you know?
Well, after you nearly killed him.
I did, apparently, yeah. Back from the dead.
Yeah, literally. Good to see you with some colour in your cheeks, Spence.
Thank you.
I like this, Spencer. You didn't eat your shortbread, by the way.
No, well, I'm not going to eat it. I'm going to keep it.
You're going to take it home? Share it with Michelle?
It'll be for breakfast in the morning.
Love that. Fantastic. Go on then, Spence. Lead us out with those immortal words.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for joining us. And remember, if you haven't dealt with us yet, it's only a matter of time.
See you guys.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.